Hello, everybody, and welcome into the SFA Season 17 College Football Playoff. We are here for the Peach Bowl, the 3v6 matchup. Your SEC champion, the Auburn Tigers, against your ACC champion, Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. It's going to be a good one. Spot in the Orange Bowl semifinal on the line as we got Mike and Cabbage. As always, though, this is the SFA. It's an online dynasty ran through Discord, Twitch, and YouTube. You can jump in anytime. You can claim a team, set your playbooks, recruit, participate in server games to help yourself win a national championship. It's going to be a lot of fun, and if you don't want to miss any of the action, make sure you drop a Twitch Prime sub completely free when you link your account. And if you want more content from the SFA, check out patreon.com/the SFA. We got Cam in here. We got Coach Mike Gronstall, Bob Toledo. You're spinning some gold for these recruiting suggestions. That's what I like to hear. I'll use all of them in a future class. Season 18 is already fully complete, so it would be Season 19 or just IGRs. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. We'll get into this match. We're doing all 4 quarterfinals today, and then we are going to maybe do semifinals tomorrow. We'll see how it goes today. But yeah, a lot of people in here already. Coach Mike is here. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into the meat of the Peach Bowl. Every single matchup today has history. For these two, they met last season to kick off the year. It was a 1-point game. They met earlier this season. Georgia Tech won by 3. 2 very tough losses for the Auburn Tigers, but they've been very close matchups. Georgia Tech owns Auburn here in the series, so we'll see when it matters most in the CFP. Is Georgia Tech still going to be on top? And here's a look at the bracket. It was a great round 1, kind of like the CFP opening round always is. Couple of blowouts, couple of really close games. But we're doing all 4 quarterfinals today, hopefully, unless there's something goes wrong with my dog, but I don't think so. So yeah, winner of this game goes to the Orange Bowl semifinal to take on the winner of the Sugar. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's a beautiful quarterfinal. You got like 5 different conferences, or 6 different conferences, 1 G5 in there. You got 2 from 2 other conferences that are known as the best. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. But without further ado, let's get into it. As always, remember, we will go through each of the rosters, and then we'll jump in and watch the entire game. This is now neutral site action. The rest of the season, 7 games left. So first up is the 6th seed Auburn Tigers. They defeated UTSA in round 1. They're led by redshirt freshman Thad Russell. The Heisman winner, Bourbon Boozin, the transfer from Cincinnati. The wide receiver, they got SFA player Kofi Garnett, Alan Dorsey, Greg Thomas, and they will also have Reed Breesler at wide receiver. Tight end is LaHonda Dickerstick, SFA guy. Freshman All-American SFA player Braun Burmeister. You got SFA player Jim Meredith, Reese Davis, Matt Richardson. Like I said in the last game, not the best SEC line you'll ever see. But on the defensive side, the SFA player Bradrick Bulu. On the other side, George Jude, Quinshawn Holyfield, the SFA player, and Blake Powell, Calais Ingram, one of my favorite players in the SFA. SFA guy, of course, Legion of Dread guy, Paul Charles. And out wide, Keon Beachcastle. He had a pick 6 in the first game. Anthony Griffin and Leon Keller, who also had an interception. On the others, or in the backfield, you got Troy Carter and Yams legend Jay Jones, potentially his final game. And their kicker is going to be David Foster, so should be an adequate kicker. And they will take on Georgia Tech, Coach Mike, the triple option, one of the hottest teams in the nation. Like I said, they started out 0-2. They are 11-1 since. You got Kai Oyama, the redshirt freshman quarterback. Crazy how most of these teams are led by really young quarterbacks. Redshirt freshmen on both sides here today. Trey Hunter is out, so it will be Rodney Rose, who absolutely broke out in that first game against Coastal Carolina, and Eric Pickens as well. He's had a couple of touchdowns. And the best fullback in the nation, Caleb Hardy. At wide receiver, Brandon Collier and Renzo Kingston, the SFA player, and Jonathan Wolf. Tight end is Chris Bachman. Offensive line looks like this. Really good across the entirety of the offensive line. On defense, it's going to be Napoleon Steele, Freddie Kazili, Herschel Swancoat, and Brian Brewster. Ronnie Willis, Tony Ratliff, Cedric Hawkins, and SFA players Rowan Willows, Reed Nakamoto. He had a wonderful game, pretty much shutting down A.J. Ferguson in the last one, and Jake Sims, who had an interception. And out back, arguably the best safety duo in the nation, Hugo Heacock and Lincoln Rain. So, and their kicker is Jason Parks. So, if you're here, Cabbage, let me know what kind of uniforms you want. Auburn doesn't really have any great ones. Looks like Mike, he wants to go Cape Day. All right, so we're here at the Peach Bowl. So, basically a home game here for Georgia Tech. Being the 3 seed, they lucked out mightily, but if you look on paper, a completely even match. So remember, guys, Bob and us, bets are whittling down. You got to earn those tickets, so make sure you participate. Every game from here on out is a straight up push. I'm not putting spreads on any of this stuff. It's just, who do you have? Are you going with Georgia Tech, or are you going with Auburn? So prediction is out there. Let's get it going. I got to get my thumbnail and stuff. Number 6 versus number 3. And from here on out, all of the top 25s match their seeding. So none of the really low seeds made a push, which is okay. We got the 1 through 7 seeds and the 9 seed left here in the quarterfinals. So Georgia Tech, they wanted to go Cape Day. Oh, what a beautiful jersey set. No notes here. Great choice there, Coach Mike. Beautiful. That means Auburn, of course, they're going to have to go with the all white. I wonder if do we have like a... I mean, I want to... Let's put the numbers on. Why not, right? Give them at least a little bit of a custom feel. All right. So both 88 overall, spot in the semifinals on the line. Welcome in Coach Nathan. Drunk Trolling. Welcome in everybody. Thanks for coming out. We got 4 games back to back to back to back. After this one, we will go to the Cotton Bowl, then the Sugar Bowl, and then we'll wrap it up with the Fiesta Bowl here today. So let's get on into it here. Georgia Tech and Auburn, the Peach Bowl, spot in the semifinals on the line. A lot of 6 seeds have won the national championships. I did it in season 14 from this spot. Can Auburn do it? Here we go. We are in Atlanta. Remember, folks, the Peach Bowl does have a little glitch in the end zones, in the corner of the end zones where there's, like, no floor, but should be okay. I believe this is the first win in both these coaches' history here in the CFP. So both trying to make their farthest run into the tournament. I believe this is also both your second appearances. I know this is Cabbage's second appearance. I don't know about Mike. I think so. I think his first one was when he lost to Washington. All right, here we go. And Auburn will start with the ball. Let's have a game, fellas. We'll see the Heisman winner first. Dad Russell, Bourbon, Boozin, Kofi Garnett, LaHonda Dickerstick. Oh, baby. So we are here at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, home of the SEC Championship. And now the Peach Bowl. They'll hand it off to Bourbon. First play, and he goes backwards. The 5th most rushing TDs in NCAA history for Bourbon this year. He had 31. I think he had 35 total, if I remember correctly. Can be a tough man to stop, the 7-footer. Got Power Eye now, going against Coach Mike. And they're going to audible into an empty set. So Thad Russell out empty to start it. He has time, and he hits Bourbon Boozin over the middle. He's breaking tackles, and he gets himself 6 yards. So a 3rd down to start it. The 7-footer getting out there and making an impact. 3rd and 6. Can Georgia Tech get off the field early? Russell has the time, floats it over the middle. It's caught. LaHonda Dickerstick. One of the best tight ends in the nation, one of the most impactful players in the country. He had multiple touchdowns against UTSA. Offset eye now as the drive continues. Once again, another audible. Russell floats it, and 2 men in the same area, but Kofi Garnett brings it down. A little miscommunication there on the route concepts, but it worked out. As Kofi Garnett breaks the school record for career receptions. Congratulations to the SFA player. As they're now going to hurry it up across the 45 on the opening drive. Split backs. Dickerstick in the slot. Russell. He has time over the middle and finds Dickerstick. These are kind of floaties. Not a lot of zip on the ball today for Thad. But there's almost no pressure on the flip side. So got to look at Napoleon Steele here. Get some pressure off the edge. Garnett in motion. That right side completely open. Another throw, and Russell sees it. He takes off and goes for it. It'll be a 1st down. So now inside the 30, a great opening possession here for the Tigers. More Power Eye. The handoff. No, it's a throw. And Russell will take off. He has room up the middle. Takes a big hit. And he'll get 7. So the PA boot here in the Peach Bowl. Knocked down by Hawkins. These two teams very familiar with each other. They met twice. Once already this season, once in season 16. So Russell deep drop, and he's hit as he throws. Incomplete. Great rush off the edge. It's 3rd down. So a chance to get off the field now. Georgia Tech looking for their first stop of the day. They hand it to Bourbon. Boozin, and he doesn't get it. What a stop. So they'll kick the field goal. 32 yards. Not going to risk it for the biscuit here. The field goal is up, and it is good. The Tigers have the first points in the season 17 Peach. I don't know, 3rd and 3 and Bourbon Boozin. I mean, laying down, he can get 3 yards. So I feel like that was a huge win right there for Georgia Tech. So which version of Kai Oyama will we get today? Are the lights too bright, or is he going to be that cardiac killer that we've seen recently? They hand it off here. There's Rodney Rose, his first carry. He had a breakout performance against Coastal Carolina. Renzo Kingston, top of your screen. If they do throw it, he will be a main target. Oh, carry here from Kai. He breaks a tackle. He finds an opening. Can they beat him? He breaks another down at the 30. A 38-yard run to open the game for the Yellow Jackets. Oyama breaks 2 tackles. What a start. So immediately now in offensive territory. Big bug boy run. Now a toss here to Rodney Rose. He gets to the outside. He turns upfield. And he gets 4 yards. Both very run-heavy offenses. Motion. It will be a throw for Oyama. He flings it over the middle and incomplete. Looks like his arm angle got manipulated there from his own fullback, Caleb Hardy. So 3rd and 6. Man in motion. That's Pickens. They'll throw it again. Oyama, quick throw. He hits his man, Brandon Collier. The drive will continue. What a throw. They're inside the 15. Under center. Oyama will throw it again. He takes off, and down he goes. Eric Sanders credited with the sack this time. Great start for this D-line. You have Bulu, Quinshawn Holyfield. He was in there. He got a hand on him. So now push back to the 15. It's 2nd and 14. Halfway through this first quarter already. Oyama, they bring a blitz. Oyama takes off. Down he goes. It's Quinshawn Holyfield, the former number 2 recruit in the nation. Back-to-back sacks, and that may just be a drive killer. It'll be 3rd and long. What is the call here? 3rd and 1,000,000. Oyama has the time over the middle. Caught, dropped. Auburn gets off the field. And they'll bring out their own field goal unit. 34 yards here for the Yellow Jackets to tie up the game. The kick is up, and it is good from Parks. So a stalemate here through 2 drives. 3-3. See what Auburn now has in store. No touchdowns just yet. Oh, what a move. He finds some room up to the 40 here for Leon Keller. Which coach will make their first trip to the CFP semifinals? Cabbage or Mike? 1st and 10. Handoff to Bourbon. He's pushing, and down he goes. Only 3 carries for Bourbon so far, and not a lot of room. Only 4 total yards for your Heisman winner. Two tight ends set now. Oh, he fakes the handoff, floats it out, and that is caught by Reed Breesler. What a catch. Somehow got the toe in. Russell now finds his man, the Honda Dickerstick, his 3rd catch already. He gets 9, so 2nd and short. Auburn immediately back across the 40. Under center here for Russell. Dickerstick in motion. He'll drop back to deep one, yams it deep, and it's dropped. Unable to bring it in. He'll be 3rd and 1. So a few missed opportunities on both sides here early. 3rd down. Hand off to Bourbon. Booze it. He won't miss this one. He gets 6. I love how in the cutscenes between plays they have to shrink them. 1st and 10. Bunch set. Motion from the fullback. Hand off to Bourbon. He reverses field, and down he goes. Another great case of run defense here from Georgia Tech, who really doesn't have a weakness on their defense. 2nd and 9, Breesler in motion. They'll toss it that way. Can Bourbon get out there? No! Napoleon Steele brings him down. The raffle reward player. Make sure you guys participate. Reward players making plays in the CFP. 3rd and 11. Russell now. Throws it short. Breesler's going to have to make a play to get the first, and he can't. Field goal unit comes back out. This one 47 yards from left hash. To go back up 3. The kick is up, and it is good! What a kick. The true freshman. So only field goals here in the Peach to start it out. Seems like great offense being played on both sides until they get across the 40. Then the defenses show up. So second drive for Georgia Tech here today. All gold. Quick option. Kaioyama, he goes down. It's Keon Beachcastle. Pick 6 in the first game. Looking to make an impact here. So 3 wide receivers check on in for Georgia Tech. Motion from Rose. They'll toss it left. And he goes nowhere. Paul Charles made it out there in pursuit. So 3rd and 12 for the Yellow Jackets. How are they going to respond here? Don't want to go 3 and out, of course. Oyama under center. He quick drop, fires the slant. He'll be short. So at the end of the first quarter, it's Auburn who leads 6-3. A great start to the Peach Bowl. A lot closer than the games we've been seeing in the opening round. Neutral site, and we'll start the second quarter with a punt. So Parks will punt it here down the left side inside the 30. They will return it and get up to the 37. So just like their seeding is their score. Six to 3. Thad Russell here. Bronner in motion. Handoff here to Bourbon Boozin, and he goes nowhere. 7 rushes, 10 yards. Georgia Tech doing exactly what they wanted, containing the Heisman winner. Shotgun now. Thad Russell takes off, he evades, and he gets sideswiped for the sack. Brian Brewster just got clotheslined. He just slapped him down. What a tackle. So 3rd and 10. Can Georgia Tech now get the 3 and out? They bring a blitz. He yams it deep and he misses his man. The first missed throw we've seen from Russell today. Very off target. Beautiful defensive battle to start the game here. Only field goals exactly as the football gods intended. Georgia Tech comes on out, their 3rd possession. Oyama with the quick option, down he goes. Paul Charles. He had that one big run, but now he's just been going backwards ever since. Second and 12 now. Quick option. Oh, it's a fumble! That's so far back! Rose, he brings it in, but they lose 19 yards. It deflected off the defender. 3rd and 31. This drive is dead, of course. Now Oyama on the run. He steps up, yams it deep, hits his man Renzo. He breaks a tackle. There he goes. He'll get the first. What a play. 3rd and 31. They convert it. Renzo Kingston. And who said that Mike was done by recruiting wide receivers? Cross the 50 now here for Kai Oyama. Play action. He'll yam it deep, way out of bounds. I cannot believe they converted that. Welcome in, Coach Cabbage. Incredible play. What a sequence. 2nd and 10. The toss now to Rose. He goes all the way outside, and he cannot turn upfield. You're not going to get a lot of yardage going to the boundary against these linebackers. They have great pursuit. Two field goals. 3rd and 10. Oyama over the middle, and Rose goes down. So they can convert a 3rd and 31, but not a 3rd and 10, so they'll go for it here. 4th and 3. No man's land. To Pickens. He cuts upfield. Oh, what a move! He just split 2 defenders. Georgia Tech is incredible. He was dead to rights. He was absolutely cooked, as the kids say. Holy Pickens. If you ever read the book, if we're going on a bear hunt, you can't go over them, can't go under them, you got to go through them. 2nd and 12. Option. Kai Oyama. He flings it late. Rose breaks a tackle, brought down. Calais Ingram. Be 3rd and 6 again. Third down on this miraculous drive. Oyama corner blitz, out he goes. Leon Keller. The corner blitz. Oyama just never saw him. What a drive for both teams. So 4th down, they'll bring out the field goal unit. 53 yards. Can Parks convert? Kick is up. Way left. So Auburn keeps their lead after all of that. Oh my. Talk about a shank. First and 10 now here for the Auburn Tigers. Halfway through this 2nd quarter, Russell deep drop. He flings it short. It's almost picked. Hugo Heacock could have had a house call. Second and 10. This game heating up. Hand off to Bourbon. And down he goes. What a tackle from Reed Nakamoto. Brings down a 7-footer all by himself. 3rd and 8. Split backs here for Auburn. It's a keeper for Russell. He has some room and he trips over his own man. So they will have to punt. What a game this has already been. Just back and forth. Banger after banger. No touchdown, sure, but It's already been a treat as they shank this one out of bounds. Not the best punt you'll ever see. They'll start this one at their own 28. 3.5 minutes left in the half. Georgia Tech will get the ball in to start the second half. Oyama, he takes off. Oh, and he trips over his own man, but they'll get positive yardage. Jude on the tackle. Up to the 30, right on the Chick-fil-A sign. 2nd and 9. A deep drop here, and intercepted! It's going the other way! He has a convoy, he has blockers, and Oyama brings him down at the 10. Troy Carter. Just too much of a little throw power. It was a bit of a duck there. And Auburn takes over inside the 15. So Russell with the deep drop over the middle. That's caught by Kofi Garnett. He gets down to the 2. Second and 2, trying to make this a 2-score game. Spread out. Hand off to Bourbon. Boos it. He goes down. How does this guy have 31 touchdowns? He can't do anything. Averaging under 2 yards a carry. 3rd and 2. The handoff. Bourbon. Touchdown, Auburn Tigers. The Heisman winner gets his first touchdown of the season 17 CFP. He did not score against UTSA. That's his 32nd rushing touchdown, Kenzie. All right, so just a massive change of events here for Coach Mike. Oyama makes a mistake, gives Auburn a 2-score lead. How will they battle back? Kai Oyama. Toss this out to Rodney Rose. He finally gets the corner on one of these runs, and he gets 6. Not having near the success he had in the Coastal Carolina game. 2nd and 4, under 2 minutes left. Motion. Quick option for Oyama. Down he goes. Calais Ingram. Just no opportunity there on these option plays. So 3rd down here for Georgia Tech. Keep the drive going. They'll throw it. Oyama steps up. Throws cross body and misses his man. That throw had some sauce on it. Just a little bit too much. So they'll have to punt it here. Give Auburn another chance to add points. Here's the punt. Angling this out, and Leon Keller gets 3. So minute 10 left in the half. Does Auburn have more magic? Handoff, Bourbon boos in, he breaks 1, and he loses yardage. Second and 10. Thad takes off, that up the gut, and he will get 4. So 3rd and 6. Drive could end right here. The snap for Thad. He takes off again, up the gut, and they'll stuff him. So Georgia Tech calls the timeout. Maybe they can get a field goal out of this. They do also get the ball back. Very short punt here, and only gets about 5 yards on the return. So 39 seconds, 2 timeouts. We're really going to need to see the Yam part of Oyama here. Looks like they're coming back out in triple option, though. The run just hasn't been working. They'll throw it. Oyama takes off with his legs, and he slides underneath Calais Ingram. 35 seconds now. 1 timeout remaining. Throws this to the boundary. Renzo Kingston gets the first. I'll hurry it up. Clock is ticking. Oyama. He has time. He's taken off with his legs. And oh, what a move. But Ingram tracked him and brought him down. 23 seconds now. They use that final timeout. 2nd and 6. Oyama steps up. He yams it deep down the right side and tipped away by Keon Beachcastle. Third down now. Probably need about 10, 15 yards for a field goal attempt. Oyama steps up. He yams it down the left side this time. Caught! Jonathan Wolf. If he could have stayed on his feet, he had a house call. Oyama just overthrew him. But they'll have a chance to add points. And they're coming out in a real play. They're not kicking it. Oh, this could be disastrous here for Mike. And he's hit as he throws. Thank God they didn't call that a fumble. So they will just settle for the field goal here to push it back to a 1-score game. And they get a flag. False start. Still 3rd down. So to push this within 7, it's a 38-yarder. Left hash for Parks. He's 1 of 2 on the day. Kick is up, and it is no good! Jason Parks, one of the best kickers in the nation, is shitting himself! Oh my God! I'm speechless. As we hit halftime in the Peach Bowl, Auburn leads by 2 scores. I'm speechless. Most potent offenses in the country, and Georgia Tech has 3 points. They can't get out of their own way. 2 missed field goals, an interception. Who knew out of Cabbage and Mike it would be Cabbage team that has more nerves? Great pickup there from Rose to avoid the turnover. So looking at the first half stats, neither team can run the football. That tells you pretty much all you need to know. How does a Heisman winner only have 37 rushing yards? And he doesn't even have those yards. He had an over 2,000-yard season. 32 touchdowns at this point. All right. What kind of speech did Mike give to him at halftime? Needs to be a good one because at the very least, it should be like a 13-9 game for Georgia Tech. They got to settle down, settle in. You're in your home country. Triple option here. Oyama floats it out. That's a nice play to start it. There goes Rose. He gets 20. His best run of the day. (13-3). Georgia Tech across the 50 here in Atlanta. Orange Bowl semifinal on the line. A blitz. Oyama escapes. Down he goes. It's Jude. Jude just rocked the baby on that one. Just one-armed. What's it with Kai Oyama and getting sacked with one arm? Second and 18. Drop back from Kai. Steps up, yams deep. What a throw! Jonathan Wolf. An absolute laser. This defense giving up some big plays when on these long yardage. They'll audible here. Rose in motion. Oyama, he takes off. He finds some room, and he gets 4. It's insane to me how Oyama, on his first run of the game, got 38 yards. And he has 10 carry since, and he's at -17. Handoff here to Rose. He breaks a tackle. He finds some room. He explodes. There's Rodney Rose. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. It was only a matter of time. What a run from the true freshman. Three-point game. All right, Auburn. Up 3, you have the rock. If you think about just offense, Georgia Tech's been a lot better. They've just not been able to capitalize on their opportunities. Interception proving to be the biggest part of this game. They'll come out in power I. Another fake, throws it, it's intercepted right back! It's going the other way! Down the sideline, pushed out by Bronner. Rowan Willows, the SFA player. They tried to get it on the wheel to Bourbon, and he just picked it off. So just a disastrous opening 2 minutes of the half here for Auburn. Pickens goes down. Can Georgia Tech capitalize on the field position? I don't know what Mike said at halftime, but it has rallied the troops in a big way. 2nd and 13. Quick option, Oyama, he runs over one, and Holyfield cleans him up. Third down here for the Yellow Jackets. Pistol. Kai will throw. He has some time. Floats it over the middle. It's caught. Broken tackle. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Brandon Collier does it himself. What did we just witness? We just saw 2 touchdowns in the span of 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Keon Beachcastle couldn't bring him down. This might be the worst 2-minute sequence we've seen in a very long time. This gives me reminders of the 3-play sequence in the Rose Bowl between Clemson and Ohio State, where Martin Black had the 98-yarder. Oh, there we go. We got a big return now. Broken tackle across the 50. But Martin Black had the 98-yard return. Then the first throw by Quinn Ewers was an interception, and then they threw a touchdown. What a sequence. So Auburn immediately losing here. Russell takes off. And he'll push forward, get a nice chunk. So if you just went to go to the bathroom or something, you see a 14-point swing. Insanity. See, Mike, this is why you defer to the second half. 1st and 10. Play action. Russell takes off again. They're right there, but oh, Willows lets him get around him. That's 18 for Thad. We're seeing some player model discourse here today. You had the slow motion Collier touchdown, and now Willows completely getting out of position. 1st and 10. Inside the red zone. Play action. Yamming it deep. Touchdown! Greg Thomas! What a response here from Auburn. A 3-play drive to retake the lead. I guess the defenses aren't showing up here. Okay. Way too much time for Oyama is right. What's going to happen? Are we going to get the yamming it deep Oyama or the minus 19-yard rush Oyama, huh? Here's the return for Willows. Back in the deficit. 2017. Both these teams prior to matchups have finished with a total margin of 4 points. Who's going to the orange? Boom, boom. Motion. Oyama. Yam intercepted again! It's Troy Carter! He gets around one, breaks a tackle, and goes down at the 10 again. A mirror image of his first pick. A free safety wearing number 53. Who the hell is this, Cabbage? First and 10 at the 10. Split backs. Russell. Over the middle, it's Bourbon. He gets 3. Shotgun here. Yeah, ball's on the ground. They called a fumble. Hawkins off the edge. No chance. Georgia Tech bails him out. No review. What a sequence. This third quarter is it's a ball's back on the ground. Oh my God. You cannot take your eyes off the screen here in the Peach. Neither team wants the ball. Second and 14. Oyama. Just take a chill pill, Slime. Ball's on the ground again! No. Sorry, the camera angle shuddered like the ball came out. He was just stuck on top of the defenders. Oh my god, calm down here, TC. Third down. It's a screen. It's a floaty. And Renzo Kingston does nothing with it. But at least they prevent the easy 10-yard touchdown. They'll make them work for it a bit harder. Here's the punt. Jason Parks. Oh, he misses it. That goes out the back of the end zone. What a third quarter. We've had 2 touchdowns, 3 turnovers. Or 3 touchdowns, 3 turnovers. Ridiculousness. And is this a backup quarterback? It is! Thad Russell was injured, I guess. Jonathan Burley is coming in. Oh no. We've got an injury. Thad Russell, broken tibia! He's out for the playoffs! Oh my god! Well, now we know why he fumbled it. A broken tibia. It's up to Bourbon. I'm shocked. We've never had that impactful of an injury since Season 7 a decade ago, where Brock Purdy got injured for Hunter Deckers, who wound up being the CFP MVP and our second ever cover athlete. A broken tibia in the peach. Yeah, 6-week broken tibia is insane. Maybe a fibula, but not a tibia. 2nd and 2. Burley. He tries to escape. He has some speed, and he gets a first. So maybe not as elite as Thad Russell, but still makes a play. Yes, Jarkus. There goes Burley again. He takes off. Surely Hunter Deckers is an Iowa State legend, right? For a good reason, right? All right, across the 40. Backup quarterback, a 3-point lead. Play action. Burley yams it deep and almost intercepted by Lincoln Rain. Welcome in, professional stream sniper. This is one of 4 games today, folks. 3rd and 2. Bourbon boozing. He'll get the first. Your Heisman Trophy winner. Now, I'm not sure. I don't think the Heisman winner has ever won the Natty in the same season. Now, I might be wrong on that. But feels right to say. Breesler. Out wide. Down he goes. Napoleon Steele. Floats it over the middle, and that's going to be 5 for Greg Thomas. So he can sling it around a little bit. 3rd and 7. Game's settling back down at least a little bit. Split backs. Over the middle, it's Breesler. He'll get the first. Reed Breesler forced to start at wide receiver because Cabbage promised him that. Motion. A toss for Bourbon. He finds the outside, and down he goes. 3 men meet him. Third quarter comes to a close in what's been an exquisite matchup so far. Burley drops back, dumps it off. There's Logan Bronner getting a sighting. Where's Coach Phi? Gets himself a 2-yard gain. So at the end of the third quarter here in the Peach Bowl, 20-17, Auburn leads. That's one of the better third quarters in SFA history. Like just a singular quarter of action. Yeah, the 2 missed field goals, can't have that. The 53-yarder I understand, but that 37-yarder, diabolical. So split backs, 3rd and 6. Burley over the middle, it's caught by Dickerstick, but it was behind him. So field goal unit comes out, it's a 36-yarder, right hash, to push the lead to 6. Kick is up, and it is good! Nerves of steel here for Auburn. So 8 minutes and some change left, and the only difference, 2 missed field goals for Jason Parks. Both teams 11-3. Prior 2 matchups decided by 4 points total. How will this one end? Georgia Tech's got the better of Auburn 2 times in a row. Kai Oyama, he floats it. Open man, that's Pickens. He'll get 9. Cheeks are tightening on both sides. Remember, folks, the Cy-Hawk Cotton Bowl coming up right after this game. 2nd and 1. Handoff here. Caleb Hardy getting a carry today. Best fullback in the nation. It's his first touch. I guess Mike's just scared of Quinshawn Holyfield there in the middle. First and 10. Oyama immediately takes off. He gets absolutely leveled by Calais Ingram. The SFA linebacker absolutely lays the boom. Those jerseys are incredible. 2nd and 3. Threatening the 50-yard line. They need a touchdown. Quick option, floats it out to Rose. He pushes 1, and he's brought down by Charles. So it'll be a 3rd and 2. Might consider 4-down territory here. Triple option. Oyama gets it in more. He cuts inside. He gets around Carter. In for 18. Troy Carter, the man who has 2 picks on the day, almost gave up a touchdown. First and 10. Hand off. Rose gets 5. Welcome in, Florida man. We do not condone speeding. 2nd and 5. Floats that out. Rodney Rose, he gets 2. Third down. Touchdown to take the lead. Oyama drops back, yams it deep down the seam, intercepted! Keon Beachcastle! Makes up for his boneheaded play earlier. The end zone interception. Six minutes left. The backup quarterback, a chance to go to the Orange Bowl. Burley floats it and caught by Kofi Garnett. First and 10. Under center. Auburn can taste it. The handoff to Bourbon Boozen. Willows brings him down. 2nd and 3. Georgia Tech needs to find a stop. They can give up no more points. Burley drops back. He takes off, and down he goes. It's a sack. So 3rd down. We said all season, after the first couple of weeks, that Georgia Tech, if they can keep a clean sheet, they'll win the game. They've not been clean here. They're on the ropes. 3rd down. Play action. Burley yams it to the corner and tipped away by Reed Nakamoto. Georgia Tech gets the ball back. Their defense has stepped up tremendously today. Every time they need them to get a stop, they do. Here's the return. Oh, he angles in, he angles out, and gets 14. 4 minutes, 46 seconds, 60 yards away. Kai Oyama. Does he have a legacy drive in him? Triple option. Down he goes. Charles and Ingram corral him. No options there. 10th tackle of the day for Paul Charles. Oyama takes off, and he goes down. 3rd and 9 here for Georgia Tech. Oh, man. 3rd down. Oyama steps up. He yams it deep down the right side. It's a one-on-one affair, tipped away by Keon Beachcastle. So what do you do? Georgia Tech will punt and trust the defense. The return up to the 30. Auburn is a couple of first downs away from the Orange Bowl semifinal. The Heisman Trophy winner, Bourbon Boozin, he can give it to him. Motion, handoff, Bourbon, down he goes after 4. He's had not the best playoff so far. Everybody's given him their best. 2nd and 6. Motion for Bronner. The snap, Bourbon, and he gets a big hole. He spins forward. First down, Bourbon Boozin. We got a sub for Florida Man. Thank you. 9 months. Currently on a 4-month streak. Thank you, thank you. Come on, Tech. Exactly right. Got to use the timeouts now. Last chance. Bourbon to the outside. Down he goes. Can the defense bail him out one more time? Bronner to the slot. Oh, they're going to get a penalty. No, they get the ball off. Bourbon powers for 4. Oh, here's the play. Legacy's on the line. The Orange Bowl on the line. The snap. Bourbon. He's short! And they're going for it! Cabbage wants it now. Game on the line. Burley, he'll throw it to the corner. Caught! Greg Thomas will send Auburn to the Orange Bowl. Not like this. Bourbon Oh no, I'm gonna have to send Cabbage a trophy. Not like this. There's still technically hope. We need a fumble. Come on, Bourbon. Bourbon, we need a fumble. Please, Bourbon. Fumble the snap, Burley. Backup quarterback, I can't. Not like this. Burley has no aura. Third and 1. The snap. The handoff. Boozin gets the first. On your dome and in your home, Auburn takes down Georgia Tech. And as we hit triple zeros here in the Season 17 CFP Peach Bowl, the Auburn Tigers, the SEC champions, walk into Atlanta and take down the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and Coach Mike. The Auburn Tigers will move on to the Orange Bowl semifinal as they await the winner of the Sugar Bowl between Southern Miss and the Baylor Bears. Thad Russell is out for the playoffs, but the Tigers are still dancing. And we'll see it in the Cy-Hawk Cotton Bowl next. 23-17 is your final Troy Carter Player of the Day. It's a complete tiebreaker, so whoever gets just the closest, whether it's the score or the teams, it breaks the ties in the standings. So there's if you look at the rankings, the top 30 is set, but there's ties between each tier. But sometimes the tie breaks the reward players too. Well, no, so there is a need because there's people tied throughout the rankings. So the way to break those ties is whoever picks the closest to the matchup, the champ, or the, yeah. What a game to start the day, folks. Electric from both sides. An amazing third quarter, to say the least. Let's check it out. Here's the look at the scoring summary. Start out only field goals, but the difference being those missed field goals here from Jason Parks. He did make the stat line 5. We'll see him in a second. So the redshirt senior, who has been the backup for a freshman all year long, he gets his chance now the rest of the way. Thad Russell, we saw, broke his tibia. Rushing the ball, the Heisman winner, Bourbon Boozin, 78 yards, 1 touchdown. And throwing the ball, Dickerstick, Boozin, Thomas. A lot of different guys made an impact today. Bronner got a 2-yarder. Paul Charles gets 11. 3 TFLs for Powell, Charles, and Holyfield. Sacks. They had 4 different people get a sack. 3 total interceptions. Keon Beachcastle doing it again. 2 deflections. No forced fumbles. And no defensive touchdowns today. For Georgia Tech, a great season, but Kai Oyama, the nail in the coffin once again is turnovers. He had 3 today. He also had the fumble. He had 2 fumbles. Didn't lose either of them, but they still kind of killed multiple drives. Rose goes for 84. And Hardy only had 1 carry. Kingston had 3 catches. And for the defense, Ratliff had 11 tackles, 3 TFLs for Brewster. Steele had 2. 3 total sacks on the day. 1 interception from Rowan Willows. But when you lose the turnover battle, that's what's going to happen to you. They did get that one back, though. Ratliff picked it up. But the biggest story of the day was the kicking woes of the redshirt sophomore. 1 for 3 on the day. He missed a 37 and a 53-yarder. So we'll see if he can come back next year and right the ship. So we'll take a look at the players of the game, and then I will quickly end the stream and then restart it for the Cy-Hawk Cotton Bowl, which will be coming up next. But let me get my players of the game. The kicker is the player of the game here for the Tigers. Incredible. So that is an Auburn outright victory. The SEC champions. Let me pay you guys out. 12% of you guys thought Auburn would go through with it. So that will do it for this stream. We will be back here in a couple of minutes. And if you... Oh, we got a raffle ticket. Make sure to DM me, Mushbrain. All right, I'll see you guys here in a couple of minutes. Peace.